So we've seen a real push away from mining from traditional lenders. So traditional high street banks have moved away from mining for various reasons, a lot of it driven by short-term thinking and doing the wrong things at the wrong points in the cycle. So we see an opportunity set, and we've been asked by the industry to get more involved across the credit space. But this is not traditional lending. This is senior secured with equity kickers, royalties, streams, warrants on top. But the real differentiator in terms of why a management team would take our capital versus other capital is driven very much by value add components. So a traditional bank or perhaps our peers may not have the depth of technical skill that we do. So every mine runs into a challenge at some point, but we are there as a sounding board, as a forum, and have an expert on call that can fly to site and solve those problems with a management team within 24 hours. So that's a very unique offering in the credit and royalty space that Appian offers versus anyone else. Well, first of all, I think we probably have to stay humble, and even if we are the partner of choice, I think we have to keep working to remain the partner of choice. But I think the reason that we're perhaps seen as a strong partner, again, is that value add component, and we're completely aligned. Everyone at Appian co-invests in the funds. Everyone from myself down to new joiners co-invest some of their own capital into our fund, which means they're really aligned with the incentive of getting the mine up and running and also selling it. So there's complete alignment with our investors. And that's quite a unique part of private equity that I think mining companies see as important in the process of partnership together with them. But again, the component of being value add, offering not just money. Good projects will get money everywhere, anywhere. And we're there really to provide more than money. We're there to provide support across technical aspects, support across financial aspects, whether it be going to help them with project financing, calling our big network into the picture to help that mine up, to get up and running, is also an important part of partnering with Appian. Well, one is patience. And part of the problem in mining is that, again, it's driven by very short-term components. A lot of mining companies went public far too early in their lives, and they're trapped in this vortex of raising a few $1 million in what's a very capital-intensive industry. And so patience being one, and the reason we can be patient is having long-term support and capital behind us. Two, again, is the ability to assist on the technical side and offering technical oversight, support, help, and of course our very large network in providing additional support across every metric, whether it be community support, ESG support, tailings, financial support, project financing, off-take financing or off-take introductions, all of that we offer alongside our capital. Yeah, Appian is driven very much by technical arbitrage, and again, it's our ability to see the risk and price the risk better, earlier, and faster than what's a non-technical market. So the technical team is core to all of that, and we've chosen the approach to in-house every single discipline, as granular as geostatistical modeling, as granular as maintenance, as granular as security. All of that is done in-house instead of outsourcing, and that allows Appian to really be aligned with our investors on building a mine. But of course, the technical team is core to the value build process at the mine itself. We have technical team members camping out for months on end at operations to make sure they get up and running appropriately. We help them sit in meetings with governments on permitting. We help them with community meetings. So it's really across the board, and it's a real strong level of partnership with our mines. Oh, there's huge skepticism. I think the reason that private equity hasn't invested into mining is because the LBO and our leveraged approach doesn't work in our space. You can't lever against volatile commodities when you make an investment. So traditional private equity has never really invested into mining. And so really it's left to specialist investors like us. Again, we don't lever, we make an investment, we lever afterwards when we build the mine. But those barriers to entry are huge. And so specialist investors are relatively new in mining. We've been around for 12 years, so people understand us now and they're comfortable with our brand. But when we first got started, there was definitely deep skepticism of private equity, its intentions, how does it understand the technical value creation in mining. But thankfully, having built now 9 mines in the last 7 years, I think we've gotten over that hurdle, and And I'd like to think that Appian is the first call that miners make when they require financing.